Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We are talking betting basics tonight. If you're new to betting, we've got a little series to help you get acclimated to all the lingo, all the jargon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want notifications every time we post a new video. And we've got longtime handicapper Craig Trapp joining us to talk a little baseball. Craig, today we're diving into totals when it comes to baseball. First of all, explain what total means and how you bet on totals when it comes to baseball.
Well, for baseball, probably the easiest thing to bet is the totals because it's what we call a money line sport. And sometimes that gets confusing for the beginners. But when you look at total, it's very simple. You add up the score, the final score of the game. And if you think it's going to go over the listed total, you bet the over. If you think it's going to go under the listed total, you bet the under. So it's way easier. You can kind of take that whole money line for Major League Baseball out of the equation.
Right. So it's simple math. So if team A scores 5 and the other team scores 3, your total would be 8. So what are some of the factors that go into betting on a total?
Well, the easiest factor, and usually almost always what goes into how the line is set for the total. And when you see that, team A versus team B, and then you see the O and U, it usually is the same number. It'll say, in this scenario here, it would be 10.5. Usually that's almost always based off how strongly the starting pitching matchup is in baseball. So if you really like a starting pitchup or really don't, that can lead you to the over or the under. Also, obviously, if you have a really explosive offense or if you play in the thin air of Mile High and for the Colorado Rockies when they play at home, those totals are listed higher as well. But usually the total is really based on how good the starting pitching matchup is. That's where at least the line total starts.
Or sometimes it's because the lineups. We've seen some of these teams that hit
Yep.
home runs at a crazy ratio like the Twins did last year, and that can play a factor as well.
Sure. And the Yankees, some of these teams have a history playing in ballparks that give up a lot of home. Yankee Stadium is known for giving up a lot of home runs. So you see that, or in really humid environments. We saw it in Atlanta for so many years that you saw the really high totals listed at Atlanta when it would be really hot and humid. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. Starting pitching definitely is a base. And for a beginner bettor, if you bet the starting pitching for either the money line or the total, that's always a good place to start.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our betting basics on the totals when it comes to betting on baseball. Thanks, Craig Trapp, for joining us.